Two hearts intertwined, no matter the weather. True love got power when we choose stay together. Grabbing the keys, but my soul scream wait. You they coming on me chaos, the reason mistake. Memories flooding, dancing in the red. Late nights laughing, the resin of the bed. Your beauty, your fire, the way we align. Real love like this.
When I walk away this time, stay together.
Soul tied forever. Come on in there.
When I need your love,
Coming on.
when I need your love,
Coming on. Lights up, come on in there.
when I need your love.
Though this time I break under in the air. Love with firm foundation, never gonna fall. No.
Stay together.
Memories.
Memories bind us. When I need your love.
Yes, sir.
When I need your love, I'll bet you any amount of money. Come back to you. I know no doubt about it.
Lights up, come on in there.
When I need your love,
Kundalini of love,
when I need your love.
coming on. Lights up.
All right, namaste and la catch, my family. Welcome to another TeamLight interviews. I am here with the one, the only, the mythical, Mr. David Lawrence Palmer, Leo King. What's up, my brother? How are you doing?
What up, dude? I'm so pumped right now, feeling the vibes on this new moon in Aries, ready for TeamLight to come together again for Sedona. There's nothing better.
There's nothing better.
I don't know what else anybody's into, because that's the thing to be into right now. Like, geez.
No, I can't wait to see you in the gymnasium, bro. Just
And
whoa,
you.
whoa,
And
just killing it. Yo, killing it. So I'm excited. I'm really glad we scheduled today. It's just been nonstop today, definitely. But I know there's a lot of energies coming in. I know that you are the expert when it comes to the astrology. What's going on with this new moon in Aries?
This is like, I said this at last year's conference that we did in Sedona. I said the new avatar for everybody comes online May 2026. This is the new moon that sets that rocket ship to May to make that happen. So this is a rare new moon because it's so many planets in Aries. We've been so used to, since the beginnings of the 2000s, we had Uranus begin in Pisces, and you would know better than anybody. You're a Pisces.
Pisces, yeah, I know.
Right? So and then
Yeah.
Neptune came in 2011 and 2012, and that just finally left. So it's Neptune, Saturn, Mars, the ruler of Aries, the new moon, sun and moon with Chiron conjunct it. So it's like all the battle wounds have turned into the scars that we're wearing, but it's about the full embodiment of the identity. So you can't be hesitant anymore. Like, I'm into my magic, I'm into my spirituality. No, you have to be into that, but you have to actually identify who you are with it, which I think is important now, because sometimes we get so many different gifts from all of our light work and all of our awakenings that are happening and all of our activations. But this is where you have to now go, this is the best of my activation. And it's like picking that road, maybe 1 or 2, and not doing 50. Like, it's like, no, it's all got to be cohesive. And then there's the Chiron element to it, which is like when we did the Sedona, or not, the Texas solar
Texas. Yep.
that was the solar eclipse on Chiron and Aries. So here's a new moon on Chiron again. So it's like the battle wounds of the last 2 years were all meant for you to go, I'm not a victim. I've learned so much. I have found the confidence now to fully afterburn. So this is the afterburners in Top Gun. Like,
right. No, it's like nitrous. We're on
Bro,
nitrous right now, for sure.
Yeah, and all the planets are direct. We have Uranus coming into Gemini next week for the next 7 years, coming into an air sign. So all the air and fire now, it's a totally different world. It's not like saturating in this anymore. It's actually out getting into what we're doing. Events, social life is going to turn back on. People have to connect now, and you have to show up like fully. Like, it's not, you can't be in the background anymore. You can't be, I need to learn more before I do something. No. You learned enough. Go. It's the go time moment. But I like the battle wound thing, because it's like, wear your scars proud spiritually. If you think about it, it's like you learn. That's what the universe does, is it teaches us lessons, not to be a victim, but to be like, oh, I learned so much from that. And thank God those things happen, because it's like, this is the doorway now that's opening the new, I hate to use the term reset, but it actually is the full reset. And the stepping into defining it the way that we've all wanted it defined.
Very much so. I think that, these past years, and honestly, it feels like centuries, but I can say honestly, the main thing to process right now is how far everyone has come. And I feel like a lot of these trials and tribulations that each of us have gone through in our own skill sets, and our own life, our own, how we live our lives, our friends, our family, our work, it's all kind of coming down to the wire right now, specifically on what type of reality we wish to create. And I feel that now that we are in Aries, the energies may seem a little wonky right now. Is that man-made or natural? We can debate that later. But I do feel like right now we're on the precipice of something great. And I just like to, this topsy world. Never forget the reason why you incarnated. Never forget your friends and family that you're here with, and never forget the love that you have in your heart. All of these trials make us stronger, not weaker. The more things that you've gone through in your life and the things that make you who you are, that is something that is earned, and that is something very specific to you, and it's very special to you. So I feel that a lot of people out there, if you're new, hi, you've never seen me before, my name's Rion. Nice to meet you. But some of these experiences that we have made collectively, and then obviously individually, I think some of us are going to have a lot of responsibility in the future. I think a lot of us, especially in this Aries energy, there's a lot of things coming to fruition for how not only we're supposed to carry ourselves, but to actually earn those scars to show later. It's really interesting that we will be the elders here on this earth in 20 or 30 years. Especially the generation.
I was ready.
It's hard to even say that, but us born in, when we were born, I mean, when I was born, there weren't, we didn't have cell phones. we still had old rotary telephones. There's a lot of things. The internet didn't exist. Some lady was making a meme that I'm older than Google, and the kids were like, what? They were freaking out. It's very interesting for some of us who chose to come down here right at this specific time. And I just want to say how rare it is, and the opportunity that we have right now to truly step into our power and change the world. So
I love what you said, because there's been a lot that's happened. And I think that's what's hard for people, because it's when you step into this new energy, it's like, it's not so much, it's a new journey. It's the new journey too. But it reminds me of the Hermit card, because it's like, you got to get out of the cave. We've been in the cave. We've learned everything, but you got to get that light going. And I think that I was about to say, I think maybe because we are older, we do feel like the hermit, like, okay, I gotta come out and bring my light and start actually get out of the cave and start following, read that out. But when you come to this new door, stop looking for what's going to happen in 2 months, a year, 15 years. The universe is done with all the Capricorn stuff too. So Pisces and Capricorn are done, meaning the game plan idea is now been already set. It's about just showing up. So it's almost like we've actually built the foundational levels that nobody
Yes.
can see. We have to get on the fun roller coaster now and have the time of our lives. And you know what? I want to be a little scared by how awesome the drop's going to feel. Like, then it doesn't become fun if it's not a roller coaster. So it's that moment when you have the courage to go, you know what? I never will forget going to Six Flags for my first time when I was young and being like, oh, Viper just came out. That's how old we are. Viper just came out. I remember being like, dude, this thing goes like 68 miles an hour, whatever.
Viper was fire, dude.
Viper was fire. And I remember being like scared out of my mind. But I remember getting in that line and we went on it. And then I was just like, I want to go in the front now. You know what I mean? Like when you get over that hump of like fear, this is that moment where it's like, enjoy the moment of whatever the fear is, but just do it. Like it's just saying, do it. Do it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. You're going to find within you more strength, more power by stepping into the places that are uncomfortable, because the other part is Jupiter's in Cancer. And so that's a big square to all this Aries. So it's all moved from Capricorn for the last 16 years. And so it's always over planning or and trying to show that I've got it before, you know, doing it sometimes. Like, oh, let me make sure I have all my ducks in a row. It's like, throw the pasta on the wall and see if it sticks. That's better than sitting around and debating whether you do it or not.
100%. You know, small things for everyone out there going through these energies, feeling these energies, you know, remembering that there is a higher power out there that is, you know, exerting his or her force, right? And making sure that you realize and understand the importance of what you signed up for and what you are going to experience in this life. There's a lot of hard choices and tests out there, and it's interesting to find out that sometimes that people come and people go, experiences come and experiences go. But here's the thing I want you guys to know why maybe you guys are going through relationship issues, work issues, friendship issues, trust issues, and going through a lot of fear tests. Let me explain. The faster you oscillate, the faster you vibrate in that body, the more unhooked you are from the reality that people are commonly operating in. There's a certain bandwidth or frequency of that resonance, of that vibration, of that reality which exists in the physical plane of existence. So the faster you vibrate, you're like, you know, a comet with a net on it. You keep raising that frequency, you keep remembering who you are, you keep stepping into your power, all of a sudden that net starts to break. And when that net starts to break, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you may be hanging out with new friends in the future. You know, God may have something very, very important and special lined up for you that you can't see. Whatever that may be in your, religious thing, creator, higher power, oversoul, whatever the definition is, the action is the same. So there's a lot of us that have been kind of playing it safe for quite some time and enjoying, let's just say, what this physical reality is. But there will be a time when you are tapped on the shoulder and the pretend time is over. And I think that goes hand in hand with this Aries energy and this new moon energy and what we're all feeling together. You know what I mean? There's a time for experiencing. Now there's a time for doing. And I think that if you look at this planet geopolitically right now, and if you look at the financial system about to change, you look at the new quantitative blockchain that they're moving all off the Swiss system that's inbound. There's a lot of changes that are happening
right now.
It's all happening right now. So everything that we're seeing in the physical reality is a reflection of the great changes in the energy that is happening. So don't be scared. I know there's a lot of people out there that get fearful. There's nothing to be fearful about. The main thing you have to be able to do is control your own mind. Sometimes the very simple things to do is, you know, how you wake up in the morning. Did you work out today? Take your vitamins, get your sun. I mean, when the days are really like, you know, you feel like the whole weight of the world is on you, please take care of your vessel, take care of your suit first. Did you eat well? Did you call someone you loved? There's a very base average that you got to cover, because what happens is if you don't stop taking care of the physical vessel, or some of the things that bring your neurological system to balance, what happens is you get overwhelmed like this. You get upset like this. You lash out at other people very instantly because there's something going on inside of you. So that's something to pay
Yes.
attention to. And we're all victims of it. Listen, I know for a fact the only reason why I go to the gym and work out is not anything to do with what I look like. Okay. Just Gainesville over here. The reason why I work out is because I can't sleep. If I don't
Yeah.
go to the gym, there's no way I can fall asleep. So it's not, I don't have a choice. Some people are like, oh, I don't know. Once you go and you feel a higher vibration or frequency, I set my circadian rhythm to, I have to do this if I want to wake up in a good mood. If I don't do this, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have shitty dreams and I'll wake up feeling like a turd. So there's certain things that every, adult has to realize about themselves and the type of vibration they wish to carry all day. Because when you're in a good mood, everyone around you, if you're a very powerful being, will be in a good mood. And you have the ability to flip the script and make everyone around you who may be, in a negative mood, flip it. You're like, hey, we're not doing that right now. Let's put some music on and shake it out. A little Kundalini of love. You know what I mean?
Well, I love that. Hey,
it's true.
honestly,
Because if we were all doing a Kundalini of love, we wouldn't even be watching mainstream narrative bullshit, dude.
No.
Everyone wants to talk about all these games and this and that. Release anti-gravitic technology. I don't want a government to control the power. Let us do our own watering systems. Let's take our power back from these jackasses that have tried to program us since the moment we got here. You give us anti-gravitic craft, you give us 0-point technology as far as our own power sources. I guarantee you there will be all new types of cities and towns developed way off grid that want nothing to do with this matrix bullshit. That's what they're scared of. It's been a very long time since anyone on this planet has seen an unprogrammed life form go through its full gestation, full life from 0 to say 120 years without being programmed by an outside source. Name one person that has not been affected that you've ever even read about that has gone through their entire life without someone trying to manipulate or program them into a control system. It's been a very long time, probably since 1713 Tartaria. We can talk about that another time. But this whole cycle is going on. And, I know great, big, awesome things are inbound, but it's all about the polarity and it's all about those lenses you put on. Are these your happy glasses? Are these your I'm pissed off at the world glasses? It all depends how you see the world. So that's all I wanted to say.
I love what you said, because especially when it comes to when the energy source shifts, one is we have to look at as the collective, we're energy beings and we're putting our energy in the wrong places. And that's an energy grid. Then there's the actual physical energy grids. Look at all these big cities all across America and the world, right? They're failing. So I think what's going to happen based off what we're seeing over these next year is that Aries rules war. It's the god of war. That's what Mars is. That's what Aries is. And it's a triggering thing, but it's not. To win a war, it's not so much about how hard you fight somebody, or you brought up, if you're not in that space where it's like you didn't check what you're eating, you didn't get good sleep, and then you just start going off. Aries rules anger. Right? It could rule headaches too. I'm just so stressed, I got a headache, because it rules the head. A lot of this actually comes down to okay, these people are failing. The cities are decaying. They're going to try whatever they can, but they know they're going to fail, and people are over it. They're going to just throw whatever that they can. They got their cannons. They're going to throw their cannons out. Let them waste it all. And just sit there and just kind of wait. It's kind of the art of war kind of strategy. And it's really about us not being afraid to have this true impact that we bring to the collective fully. You can't just push half the throttle anymore and get away with it. We have to have everybody on call, and we have to have everybody step into the highest version of themselves that they've ever possibly thought was possible. One of the cool things now that Neptune's in Aries and we have Saturn there, this is where dreams can become true. But you have to actually we'll use a board game, for example. You need to be the piece that's defined that's going to move on the board. If you're just still not identifying with who you are, well, then you don't get on the game. You don't get to move.
100%.
So like, I think that a lot of this is really simple, Aries. Like this whole, where does our anger go? It's okay to get angry. It's a more bad when you don't do the shadow work to go, why did I just, like, it's not about the person on the cell phone that I just talked to, the person that's helping me, because that's usually where I'll get upset, is like, what are you talking about? Like, I paid, you guys double charged me, right? And then just go off on I'm like, what's really going on? That it's not about them. Oh, yeah, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And so it's about identifying things. Aries is very simple. It also rules the infant in the zodiac. So it feels infantile when we actually are like, okay, I've defined it, but then we want to know the whole story. It's not about knowing the whole story. It's about knowing this is what I am and how exciting that I get to take steps forward. When we're all babies, we get up from crawling and have to just start walking one day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like when we're at that moment going, okay, I know how many steps a day I'm going to take and where it's going to take me. You have no idea. That's what it feels like right now. So when there's this whole like, what's on the other side? Because there is nothing. It's writing now a new script for us. This is actually a moment in history spiritually that we always were talking about as light workers forever. This is this idea that is not an idea. There is a new earth. There is a new universe. There is a new multiverse. All of it is all reset. So this is the ultimate moment in your life to say, I'm not going to work the job that I hate. Why would you do that? Because the discomfort that comes is like, well, it might affect my family. It might affect this. You are not living in your true self. The best thing that will happen to you is when it's full of discomfort, but you know, I don't want to do that. And the discomfort of staying in the bullshit is actually worse. But we trick ourselves and go, oh, but actually the discomfort of actually like quitting and then having to go through what? A week of that transformation of like finally stepping into your power, when then that's when the magic will happen. Right. It's like on a battlefield, you've got to, Aries is very, war teaches people a lot. Like you have to flank sometimes. Like, okay, send those guys over and let's go around. So when our guys go in the middle and they're all caught there, we have a bunch of guys come on the other side of them, and then they'll end the war quicker. You got to be able to make those kind of moves now in your life where you're like, this is not me. I'm telling everybody for the last month, look at everything in your life. Is this me? No. Then I'm just, instead of focusing on what you're not, focus on what you are. And then that goes, this is who I am. So that's not me. And then I just don't do that anymore. I just don't do what's not me. I just do what is me now. And that goes on every little basic level now. It's just like, you know what? I don't like that gas station. I don't know why. That's not me. I know that might sound stupid, but if you're living that life where it's like, well, did somebody tell you to do that? Because that's what Aries opposes is Libra. So, oh, did somebody tell you? Did the news tell you? Did your friend tell you? Right? Like some people try to control people. Like you brought up the manipulation stuff at the beginning, especially relationships are coming up. Fairness, judgment, and judging is coming up because whenever you see a bunch of planets, you always have to look at the opposite sign. And what is it? Libra. So it feels unfair. It feels like the world is unjust. But what's happening here, people are writing their own rules now. And they're doing things. And so the excess part is where you don't want to get caught up in, right? It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of like in the movie Troy, right? Like when Achilles, like he's just like the greatest warrior and he's just going to go in there and he just does take out all whole armies. But his Achilles heel, right? Brad Pitt in that movie. Honestly, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
But like, you know, at the very end, it's like the dude fell at the very end chasing that girl, like and thinking he could do it all. But it's like the unstoppable guy. No, we got you. Sorry. But, you know, it's just like, it's so tragic because it's just like the best guy, but he just chose too much, right? He chose, and it wasn't even in the hardest place. It was in the moment when it was like kind of not that big a deal. Like, sure, the city got run over, and that's what's crazy is the exoplanet Eris is right there with Chiron, and that Eris does rule the Trojan horse.
Right.
So there is this Trojan horse energy that people are feeling. Like, it's good. What is it going to really bring? It's more about not being Achilles and thinking you're better than anything, and that it's just like basic pay attention. Don't try to be too much. You don't need to try so hard. That's the other thing, is like there is no trying. It's just you just do it, and what feels natural and what is you, and staying within your character of the best avatar. And when you brought up whether it's your food, whether it's your sleep, calling your friends. When I called you on my way out here, because I'm up north at the New Expo, I mean, we had to get off or was it right the day before? I remember, dude.
You've been all over. You've been a lot of driving recently.
Going to have and and like we on the phone for an hour, and we were both like, okay, we gotta get off the phone, or we're never gonna fucking do anything.
Right.
But that's the shit you need in life right now, because you know who you are, I know who I am, so we could show up to each other as great friends. Same thing goes in personal relationships. If you're with any person right now who doesn't know who they are, it is not gonna work.
Nope.
It will not work.
It's too much responsibility for one person to carry the other too. And when everyone, especially right now, is going through their own ascension climb, I like to compare that to the dead zone on top of Mount Everest. So the dead zone on top of Mount Everest, when you're about 1 mile from the summit, they call it the dead zone because it's so difficult, that last mile, I don't know if it's 500 feet or whatever, or 5,000 feet, the last mile, that if you go down, no one's strong enough to pick you up. Okay. That's why where they find all the bodies. It's everything you got to get to the summit of that mountain. Well, I like to compare that to someone's individual ascension. I would say get to whatever frequency or vibration you like to exist in. And once you're there, get settled in that residence. And then when your friends and family need you, then go down the mountain and help them up. The one thing you cannot do is strap 5 or 6 people to your back while you're going up that last mile, and you're literally dragging them up the mountain. That, my friends, is impossible. Yeah. You have to first get there yourself, and then you can turn around and go, you know what? I'm calm now. I see the bigger picture. I didn't see, because when you're in the present moment, especially when you're in some, say a conflict of whatnot, there's different versions of yourself that want to come out, say your ego, say your night side, your 4D, that want to come out and project into the field on expressing your emotion, your power, or how you feel about this world. The truth is, the more refining you do, the less you will actually find yourself in those types of situations, because you won't have those people around you. You know what I mean? You won't hang out with people or give people of that certain frequency or negativity or energy. So that's very important too, as you grow up, to realize who's going to be in your circles, who's going to be your friends, and what sort of energy or output are you willing to give to help the collective or help humanity. You can only give as much as you got, right? You can't overgive, because then you go down. I tell this to light workers and light warriors, because my specialty is kind of gridding the planet and working behind the scenes.
Kinda.
Well, listen, I know there's new people. There's obviously some new people over here that don't know who I am. Okay, so listen, I'm kind of one of the Jedi that sits behind.
When you and I were at Conscious Life Expo, we did our talk together. It was like, I'm like, look at
that. Oh, dude, everyone in the audience,
your whole map around the whole world of where you gridded. It's like,
I did
the whole thing covered.
Yeah, I have Google Maps. I have the whole thing gridded, and it's all factual with pictures. So the thing about it is
almost 20 years now, dude. It's like,
yeah, I know. I've done it. And the thing is that, I've interacted with a lot of, my third eye came on in 2009, and I've been staring through the veil since then on my 29th birthday, not to date me. But the whole thing about it is dealing with the different principalities on this planet. I realized that a lot of the things or issues I had with people had nothing to do with the person. It was the attachment or the energy that was controlling them. And I feel that, sometimes when you meet new people, where you walk into, say a room, and you almost feel repelled from the person. It's like the opposite of a magnetic pull. You're like, what is going on over here? Same thing if you're going down the street and you see someone who's on drugs, missing teeth, let's just say, you're like, whoa, what's going on there, right? We've all been there, by the way.
What is
So,
going on?
Listen, what is
always
going on? Listen,
that's a deeper rabbit hole than you
there are
want to
certain
get
drugs
into.
out there. Please don't do them. Okay, listen, we've all survived our early 20s. So
It's
what I'm getting
2026 too. Like this,
I've been sober since 06. So I listen,
Yeah.
I've walked the path. Okay.
Yeah.
So the deal is that repulsion is a frequency thing. If you stopped and said, hold on, let me close my eyes and feel what this is, you realize it is an energetic quantum physics Einstein situation of, the construct of attraction, right? It has nothing to do personally with the belief system of that person. It is simply the oscillation or vibration of something opposite or lower than yourself, and it pushes you away. So what I'm trying to say is if people were more in tune with their bodies, their chakras, and their energies, and they could actually push their field out, say 300 feet in a circle, I could find one of my friends that fast in a crowd. Boom, there they are. If you can even begin to use your abilities that come from your heart, where it's almost like a sonar. I can flex my left pec. It's kind of funny. I teach it on my thing, but I can almost send like a wave out and I can see in a crowd whose heart is on. Not who they are, but is there anyone who with their heart on in this sea of people? So a lot of people have a hard time finding, partners or divine, friends or whatever that is. But if you guys went for the energy first, not what it looks like in the wrapper, right? What it looks like in the wrapper, you'd go, oh, this is why, some of you guys have best friends you've had since kindergarten. You guys look completely different and would never normally, no one would know you guys are best friends. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I've known that guy since he was 6 years old. We have family members like this. It's different. There is a singularity. There is a symmetry of energy. There is a frequency of love between the two individuals. So, love is more than skin deep. It really is. Vibration and frequency is everything,
Well, when you think of warriors, it's always, cliche in a movie, right? The guy who tries to put on the most dramatic kind of showy, oh, I've got the armor that everybody needs to look at, is always the one that's like weak. It's the person who's just raw as they are. I think this is where the new makeover that we're all doing is being fully just who we are, right? And when you think of people, when it comes to their heart, it's almost like, let me not wear my heart out. Let me wear this version that I think that I want people to see that actually is a wound that I'm carrying within myself, because I'm too afraid that if I'm seen as who I am, I won't be liked. I'll be rejected. So Chiron, to me, I always say is Quasimodo, where it's like, he's up on the bell tower looking down, a hunchback of Notre Dame, right? And it's like, that's such a weird story because it's like, he's got the creepy eye. But like in any of those crazy, weird Disney movies, whether it's the Beast or Quasi-fucking-Modo, they somehow get the chick because they just actually were themselves. The chicks don't want the Gastons and the other just French people walking around. Like there is this like people, when you brought up that energy field, because I feel the same thing, especially as a raver and plur and all that. It's like we're at a
people are dancing in front of you, putting off that dope vibe, the high energy vibe, it boosts you. And you're like, we pick each other up. That's what we were supposed to do for one another, is pick each other up, man. So
and that's what's hard, is when you could be in such a great environment and people are closed off. Like when you see somebody kind of like, it's like, okay, but you're to me, I feel bad because it's like they're debating on, do I bring out my heart or do I wear the like icon or the glyph that I want to look like? But that doesn't work anymore. And then the other part, when you brought up about how dealing with relationships and how, other entities can come in, it's the same way as like when you're with somebody and they don't know who they are. And if you had a Mad Lib book, you're taking your pen out and filling in the blanks for them because they won't fill in the blank. Right. And then they'll get mad at you eventually because that's not who I am. It's like, well, you're not defining it. And then you're asking me to define it because you're not. And then that's what happens is then I don't like this. It's like, okay, well, you didn't place this is like basics. When we were a kid, what was the first thing we learned? Put your name at the top of the paper, the date. And I'll always remember like changing the years. I was always like, oh yeah, that's right. We're in 94 now and 95 and 90. But I remember when we went to 2000, I'm like, that looks weird. 00. Like, that's crazy. But like, I remember all that. Like, but like, that's what Aries is. It's definition. It's the basics. It's a noun, person, place, and thing. But you know what you hear in the spiritual community? It's like, what do you want? And you're like, I want to be happy. It's like, okay, well, that's a verb. That like happy doing what? So we need the noun. Like you are this,
verb.
right? You are this, and you're doing that. That makes you happy. But people are missing those two most important things before happy. So when you just say, I want to be happy, that doesn't do anything in the universe. You can be happy taking a shit on the fucking toilet, but that's to find that you're on the toilet having a good shit, making you happy. There is no place for you to just say, I want to be happy. There's nowhere for it to go.
Yes. No, I agree. So let's bring it all 360.
That's where this is. And I think with where we're going for Sedona, because this is like weeks away, less than a month.
Yes.
And I got to say this, and I say this this is my favorite event. Working with you and us teaming up and with all the people that come through.
It's the Avengers, dude.
This is the most amazing shit I've ever experienced in spiritual community life ever. The most fun events, the most raw, real, fun, deep family.
Yep.
Like the realest deal. And in Sedona, in the vortex.
Yep.
At the nicest venue. And this is the moment where all of us we've worked so hard to get here, and it's the celebration to step into it and to get that support from one another, to learn, to dance, to have a great time, to walk the red carpet that we do and celebrate each other.
Yep. No, it really is.
Celebrate yourself too. Like that's what these events, they're for, being the light worker that you are and showing it off.
Yes.
We need the light. We need you to show up.
There's strength in numbers, dude. Yeah. So no, there's strength in numbers. And, a lot of us carry a lot of wisdom. And I think that, depending on, what people's backgrounds are, there's a lot of healers, light workers, light warriors, gritters, empaths. There's a lot of very powerful people that we call our family here at TeamLight that have many different disciplines and come from many different parts of this world. You have to realize that we have members from across the entire planet, and a lot of people are very quiet, but they know exactly who we are, and we work very diligently at night and dream time, and we are a part of many programs that are behind the scenes to assist this planet. So there is and has been, if you want to call yourself an angelic, you want to call yourself the 144, you want to say that you are incarnated to assist this planet and its growth and its patterning into becoming, for me, I think I showed up here with my friends and family to assist this planet in becoming a class 1 civilization once again. I think that many of us have classified in codexes, let's just say, to share our wisdom and our energy signature with this planet. And I do feel, and with a lot of people out there, I do know that there are a lot of people still trying to figure it out. Some of us actually have been behind the scenes for quite some time. And Sedona and an event like this is a nice place to come off your mountain, come off your beach. There's a lot of really gifted people out there that are not on webcams. They're very private and they're very powerful energy workers that actually do a lot of the work behind the scenes. And when people in the mainstream or narratives wonder why things change, just like the weather, minus the manipulation, but there's a lot of things that change all of a sudden for no reason. There are very powerful manifestors on this earth, if you believe it or not. There are very powerful overseers on this planet that actually make sure that there is divine justice being carried out. And I know it doesn't seem like that at times, but in this time stream that we are all walking in right now, I can tell you that this timeline, this golden timeline we are on, is highly monitored. There is not one blink, not one breath, not one thought, not one action that is not being recorded right now. Everyone is here staring at this game, if you want to believe it or not. So it's very important for us to come together and shine And there's some new people that are on your stream that I'd like to teach, show a little, give you a little wisdom to. So there was a question like, how do you deal with negative people? Okay. So as a light warrior myself, I have to deal with this in different agencies. And when I go through different countries, when I'm, breaking into temples, let's just say, to get some work done. Whenever you have a negative person around you or someone you don't know, make sure they're always on your right side. Never let an energy combatant or someone that you don't know approach you from the left. That your left side is your receiving side. Whenever I meet someone I don't know, I always pivot my right pointer foot. So here's my feet like this. Here comes someone over here. I point my right foot directly at target. I rotate right shoulder forward. I shake their hand, or if they're weird, I put my hand up like this, and I actually push my chi through their body. Be careful when you're powerful not to push too hard because you will glitch them. I have glitched human beings. I've glitched cops and security guards. Be careful about that. They actually sit there and glitch. They actually shake. So there's a really cool guy in your chat. I just wanted to answer some of his questions. He's like, how do I protect myself? So keep all the turds on your right is a quick answer to that. Don't let anyone you don't trust approach you or even sit on your left-hand side. If you're in a big party, you're at a house party, and there's a spot next to you on the couch, always scoot all the way to the left. Let whoever sits on that couch sit on your right-hand side. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you. Another thing too, a manifestation.
Hence when you're driving a car in America,
yeah,
always that
on the right. They're always on the right,
and that's why in the UK they don't. Nobody. It's not like everybody gets in the car together. It's so interesting. Most people drive alone in the UK, or with one person they trust. That's an interesting insight that the wheels on the right with.
Oh, it's on the wrong second. What about hugs? Okay, hold on. What about hugs? Okay, so when you give a hug, hi, how are you? And you're walking up to somebody, what you do is you pull all your chi into the front. Like imagine you're pulling all your golden energy in front of your body, and it's about that thick, and it's made of golden energy, golden light. I pull my chi up and I tighten here, and then I go, hi, how are you? So when I'm hugging, I'm pushing my energy through target. I'm pushing my energy through the person. Here's the cool thing. If their heart is on, they get a boost of energy, right? Like, oh yeah. And sometimes you can shock people. Sometimes it happens, but I give a really nice, powerful, big, loving hug. Boom. But what I'm trying to say is the momentum is boom this way, like a concussion wave. Boom. I do not let someone's negative lower energy attach to me. Same thing when you shake someone's hand. Hi, nice to meet you. I push chi through their whole body. Another thing, so I don't let their energy get on me. I push through target. Hi, nice to meet you. I send my energy all the way up their arm, boom, into their body. Like, oh shit. Another thing too, for a very powerful empathic person, you can't hide from me, number one. I look right, I go, hi, how are you? Come here. Second thing is when you touch somebody, when you push that chi through their body, you're already in their neurological system. You can see if they're good or bad, right? That fast. Hi, nice to meet you. Take your fire finger, your middle finger right here. This is the fire finger in the Vedics, but in 5D, this is your ether finger, your middle finger. You touch them right here. So when you shake hands, that middle finger touches their palm right here. And when you shoot a little chi through their body, they can't hide from you, even if they're a trained agent. I can read you that fast. So hopefully that helps your one of your brothers in your comment.
Yeah, because you don't want to be Tiger Woods. He must have dealt with somebody, got into his fucking car, and boom.
Yeah, hey, I'm here to help, man. Listen, I'm like a substitute teacher. No one's teaching this. I'm trying to help you deal with, the public.
But that's where I think it's so important because, I'm here right now at the New Living Expo and I was doing the sound check, right? And some lady came up to me to be like, "Can you turn the music to something else?" Right? And it's just like, usually I go, I'm not going to give this person energy, but sometimes you do have to step into the energy. And I was just like, this is my sound equipment that's for the community. I'm doing the sound check. You're not telling me what to do.
Nice.
Right? Sometimes some of these people will just come in your field, and sometimes you have to tell people, no, Like, because most people are pushovers. Most people are like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, but I'm testing subs. I'm testing sound for night and all this stuff. And I'm sorry that you don't like whatever it might be that's being tested, but it's not your shit either. It's not your part of the community moment. So there's people that are, there's so many, I think one of the biggest things are complainers, right? There's a ton of people that complain. They just want to complain. I don't like this. And they just want to tell you. And we see that, I think, more than ever on social media. Like, and so I got to a point last week where I like told people, I'm like, literally like, I am done with even giving that the attention, because then it turns into creating stories. Like you in your head now think this. Dropping boundaries is so important in life. Like, no, it's okay to say no and be spiritual. Like, I think that's a big thing that people are afraid to do. Like, no. And you know what? The more, especially if it's in person, if it's online, people get over that quick. It's more real in person. That's why when you're teaching people that right and left side stuff, you got to understand that this is where the dark comes through. It'll be the weird person to come complain, approach you on your left side. She actually did come on my left side.
I'm telling you,
right?
I'm giving you, I'm giving you the tea. I'm giving you the tea right now.
Here right now. Like, and by the way, the event that we're doing always in Sedona is so good that I'm at another event doing a fucking promo for the event I love the most.
I know.
Who does that?
Dude, I know. Yeah, you're on fire, dude. So
who does that?
Listen, we got one. Rion, I have to meet a very dark entity. How do I do it? Okay, so what you want to do is this. Okay, okay, so when you're in the car, you're driving over to the said producer's house that you have to meet for that business arrangement you have. What you do is in the car, you say shields on full, shields on full, shields on full, shields on full. What does that do for everyone out there across Earth? Listen to me. The reason why you repeat things 4 times, not 3 times, because it's always been 4 times, 4 directions. Okay, 3 times is not right. It's a mistake. 4 times, 4 directions. Shields on full. Okay. Next thing you say is nothing gets in, nothing gets in, nothing gets in, nothing gets in. Here's what is crazy. What happens with all your higher selves as me teaching you this. Okay, listen. A normal human speech pattern has a certain cadence. All of a sudden, when you go shields on full, shields on full, shields on full, shields on full, you go almost like monotone robot mode. All of a sudden, all your higher selves that are on your stream are looking down going, what's going on? That human just broke cadence. Yeah, it's called a command. You are commanding your stream and the energy around you. You're not speaking. You're not praying. You're going, shields on full, I'm about to enter into a dark space. So that helps. Nothing gets in, nothing gets in, nothing gets in, nothing gets in. Third thing you can do, love, Darcy, pay attention to the energy. Pay attention to their shoulder shifting across the table from you. Pay attention to their eyes. Really weird manipulative beings will try to penetrate your left receiving eye with their right eye. They'll try to send energy here, and they do like a base hypnotism thing. Reptilians do it all the time when they pretend they're human when they're not. They actually don't wear masks sometimes. They just have the proper telekinetic abilities or telepathic abilities to make a human think that they look normal. If you guys don't believe me,
they don't speak with like a cadence, like with tone and like it's only, we all should speak like kind of musically, but like when
you can do it 5 times,
they don't know how to communicate without it feeling like it's kind of a flat tone and it's kind of a flat thing. It doesn't have the highs. Well, this is the, like, you know,
this is the crescendo. If I look at someone and they're giving me some like shit, some fucking creepy crawly fucking slithering shit.
Yeah, because then that's the
no. If you give me slithering shit, I just call it out. I go, yo, real talk, who's behind the wheel? And they'll be like, huh? I'm like, who's behind the wheel? And I look right through their eyes. I look like almost like your eyes when you're like that locked on. My third eye's been on for like 15, 16 years. I look right through you. I can actually see the image of the controller through the eyeball. So I go, who's behind the wheel? And I actually see the guy go, oh shit, and get out of the way. So, it's like you caught someone on camera. So, who's behind the wheel? I go, hey, I love you, but whatever version this is right now, we're going to stop right here. I don't know who's behind the wheel. Who's driving right now? So when you stop it and you cut the whole sequence, it's like you just exited the Sim City game as a controller and said, pause. Who's behind the wheel right now? I don't recognize this person. What's your name?
Stop the whole thing.
You just stop the whole program. And they're like, oh shit. Then the person has a moment to go, yeah, what is going on? They break their sequence and then they think for a second and they go, wait a minute, something is off. So that's the real strange thing about attachments is how they gain their strength is to make you feel like they're not there. And when they actually are controlling the suit, and it happens. I mean, if you guys don't believe me, go look at your friends after 3 shots of tequila on the dance floor. They're 4Ds and they're going, let's get it. You know what I mean? And why do you think they call alcohol spirits?
Right.
It's not random.
I was going to say that the other thing too that you'll notice is like people will just reveal themselves by what they're talking about. So somebody who's really in their light work, they're going to be talking about the stuff they're going through. They're going to be talking about these deeper transformational experiences they're going through.
Right.
Real life shit, like real deep heart opening stuff. Because when we all connect as light workers, we do bring our heart out, and we should feel that whoever we're dealing with is reciprocal and bringing their heart out to meet and to help each other and to be there and to bring each other's light even more higher. But what you notice with people that have attachments, they haven't been doing their work. So some people put on the show like, I'm spiritual because I wore this and because I went to a thing a long time ago.
Right.
But then they don't realize there's an entity behind them, like you said, running just driving the car for them. And they're like in cruise control thinking everything's fine. But then boom, once you're able to see something and call something out, or at least feel it, it'll start flipping out. It's like a parasite that's like literally getting some water and lemon, like literally cleanse moment and freaking out and start squirming because, and then you'll see them double down like, well, I'm not really into my spirituality, or I don't really believe in that. They'll start doubling down on the reality, which is all the false reality, right? Like the program. What you'll see is they'll talk about the program, the program. Like, and that just means that they're stuck in the program, right? Like, well, it's because of this in the program. It's because of that in the program. It's like, you're still in the program? Like,
yeah,
who's in the program still?
Right. And, even as you guys get strong, because I know there's a lot of people that still live in big metropolitan cities, but sometimes when you, like, for example, come to Sedona, you're going to get to expand into your truer size or expand in your energy field. I know when I go
and it connects to all the other grid lines that actually are the ancient sites. Like Sedona is the ultimate of them all. It will cleanse you without you even realizing it. Like it's
college for sure. Yeah, Sedona is not high school. Sedona is college. I mean, 88% of people that move here make it less than 2 years. 2 years is graduation if you can make it out here 2 years. The main thing about Sedona is the energy is even scientifically proven based upon the iron oxide and the red rock. When the lightning strikes happen throughout the year, it does oscillate faster than the surrounding areas. That's why it does feel, even in a scientific way, a higher frequency. But the main thing is you just have to get used to in Sedona is that, you're not the biggest fish in the pond anymore. See, a lot of people in these cities, their 4Ds think they're King Kong, and that goes for everybody. In Sedona, when I first moved here, I had that, Southern California, like, yeah, I'm a bad boy, whatever that is. I was out here one night and I literally saw a being walk by where I came up to its ankles. And like, for me, I just realized my 4D freaked out. My fourth dimensional version on my right-hand side freaked out. And Sedona is kind of like the ocean. So it's like being a goldfish. You're the biggest goldfish in your city. Okay. And then eventually that goldfish makes its way to, it starts off in a pond, right? And it makes its way down a stream into a lake. I'm the biggest fish in the state. I'm the state champion, whatever. Eventually you get in the, Colorado River and you make your way down through your own experiences and your awakenings and you kind of leave the matrix behind. All of a sudden you end up in the ocean and it's dark. And all of a sudden you look out, into the ocean and you just see like a whale swim by and you're like the size of a goldfish. And you just go, what the fudge is that? That's what Sedona is. Sedona has one of the 7 stargates on Earth. There's 12, but out of the 7 operating stargates, there's one 7 clicks from my house due northeast. And it's at a hidden military base that's out there over by, I don't forget the name of the mountain range, but Hidden Mountain or something, Enchanted Mountain out there.
Isn't it behind Boynton Canyon?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to say too much on Fluff Tube.
All right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to, but I can tell you this.
Where the planes have come.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until they shut down the whole thing.
I
guess he was telling you the truth. What I can tell you is this: my buddy and I were filming out there back in those canyons, and he had a drone, and this is about 6-7 years ago. And there is no airport called Forest Airport out here. But I can tell you something. When he was flying that drone up in the air and we were in the back of Boynton, way in the back, on his drone, like on the phone back in the day, it said Forest Airport, stay out, when he had the drone in the air. And he's going, hey, man, there's an airport back here. I'm like, do you see an airport? We're in the middle of the forest up in the mountains. And he showed me, and I'm like, no, dude, it says Forest Airport. There's an airport so I was like, oh, so there is stuff out here. And I've known that for quite some time, but I just want you guys to know, like, yeah, I mean, living out here, you get used to seeing stuff. I mean, my partner's mother, Sheila, she owns Best Tours of Sedona. She has those Cat 4 night vision goggles. They see stuff every night. There's ships out here every night. I mean, the same thing if you go on the southern side of Mount Shasta, and you're up on the side of the mountain, you have those night vision goggles on. I thought it was an airport.
Hey, you need to tell her I got my laser pointers. Like, I'm down to go.
Oh, I've got the real ones, like the category 4 where you I'll let you borrow them.
Me and Jimmy Church go do that, but I'm
I'll let you go. Yeah, no. So you just kind of get used to it, man. I don't know the inner operating.
Well, the positive of it is like, I've never in my life been to a place where you literally go there and you literally, if you're in your light body and you're wearing your heart and you're not in, I'm the man, I'm the woman, I'm the boss, right? And you're in yourself. You're just truly in your soul. The most magical alignments in yourself, magic, the vortexes there take you to a whole nother like clearing that I can't even describe. Like, it's the best feeling you could ever have on the planet naturally. I swear. I've never felt better than when I'm in Sedona. That is the place to feel the best.
Well, period. I heard you're going to have a big house party too. I mean, I'm just kidding.
I'm down. I mean, my whole life's just changed. So I'm like, Leo King's back.
He's back. So, hey, listen, everyone needs to come out and hang out, and what I mean, we're gonna party. You guys, this whole thing that I've created and we've created together, I just wanted to create something very special for us, and I think that's from my heart. That's what this is, and literally,
you created the most special event there is. Period.
Thanks, man. So
you deserve so much credit, and everybody that's been part of TeamLight, that's always been supporting you. Because I'm telling you, we've done these journeys separate together for such a long time. This is my favorite event. I say it every year. Every year, I'm like, I can't wait to unite the light. I really can never wait.
I like being around that high vibration of people, and I really like being around people, the best in people too. And like, I'm also here to say for everyone out there that just sharing time with people that have gone through very similar things that you have and that have maybe overcome those things energetically, we kind of help each other out. And
even the last one we just did in Dallas, like me and you and setting cameras and the live stream and the stage and the projectors.
And then broke it down for the dance party, then set it back
Oh
up.
my
God,
gosh.
it was crazy.
Like,
I don't
but
even want.
that's where it's like the love.
That's the
and
Aries. That's like
energy, and
war.
that
We
you
went to
had-
war
right.
together. Yeah, we went to war together. We did the work of 12 people with me, you, and a couple guys, and it was just insane what we did.
And
what we
but
accomplished.
what's so nice about Sedona is the theater is the nicest theater
No, it's a $25 million facility.
with
This is
all of
yeah.
your pyramids, with all of the people
Yeah.
that come, and then just hanging out in the audience, and so nice. And then the food, the experience is just
we got it
Really
catered
don't
on
want to
Saturday. We got
It's
Thai
so-
food. You know, we got vegan and vegetarian options.
so,
Yeah.
it's so the future of what light workers were here to find their home, to hang out.
Mhm.
Like, it is the hub. It's the hub, dude. It's the new hub. And I am just so blessed to be part of it. I'm so grateful to the universe to just, because it just happens for me. It's not like it's just I get called there.
We've been homies for like 10 or 15 years, bro. And I got to be honest,
know.
like, there's very few of us left that started when we
I
started.
know.
There's a lot of new people, and I love it. Everyone, you know, but for some of us that actually went through some gnarly stuff, especially in the very beginning, bro. I mean, we used to get death threats. You used to get crazy
know.
shit for doing just tarot cards and people have no idea how hardcore it was 15 years ago to do any of the stuff that we're doing now. It was just a very
Whether it was the
controlled
actual
environment.
work or just telling a normal person on the street without being looked at as like, I need to get away from this person. Like, they are right. Like, you want to talk about squirming?
Yeah.
Imagine
You know.
when we all started, everybody was squirming. Every family member, everybody, you know, there were always like a couple of family members that got it, but not many. Everybody.
Yeah.
So we're at a point now where we have to, you know, I just saw Top Gun 3 just got redone, and Tom Cruise is back, and they're doing it right now. And I'm like,
What?
we all have to turn the afterburners on and highway to the danger zone or highway to the light zone. I mean, this is literally that every planet's direct. I cannot believe the date on this one. All the dates of them all have been crazy. This one, though, is the best date with everything happening and with everything turning on, with all the planets direct, with Pluto that will just retrograde. It will be the most transformational moment in the world happening while you're at the event.
Are you serious? Look, because it's on autopilot, bro. You know, when I pick
And
these
we
dates,
didn't know last year when
No.
I was on the stage in March of last year,
Mhm.
and I said May 2026. That's when this all turns on, because people wanted to know in that presentation.
Yeah.
And I have that reel, and I keep reposting it because I'm like, we did not talk about May.
Nope.
It was March last year.
It was March.
There was no May up until like 6 months ago or whatever, right? So I
Yep.
had no idea, man. I'm like, we didn't know. But that, I literally at the last event said May, and it's like, here it is. And that is this event is aligned with the moment of all moments of creation, the light we're going to see the light overdo the dark. Like, the wave has crescendoed over the dam. Like, we have felt this dam up for so long, the dike is popping.
Mhm.
And the light wave is you're going to feel for the first time the light waves start to move over. And stuff that you think you're so scared of in the world isn't going to happen. It'll be the opposite. That's how people have to remember that these have been the last tests of fear and whether or not you're going to buy it. Like, it's actually like that's what Pisces taught you, was because Pisces is the ultimate bullshit reader, the ultimate seeing through the lies, seeing through the reality, we've all seen through it now.
Mhm.
This is the moment now to where you can be confident and know I have nothing to worry about, because I can put on my They Live glasses whenever I want. I can energetically feel the room of who's on and who's not. I can make better choices in my relationships because I know who I am. And if somebody really doesn't know and can't be clear and can't just, it's not about whether they're a narcissist or they're this or that, all that shit. It's just whether or not people are just being vulnerable, real, accountable, and cool and wanting to support you and you support them and who they are. Like, it's not about everybody's coming up with everybody's now a narcissist. Everybody's now a fucking this. Everybody's now a that. And that's the problem, is everybody's identifying what is not the person. It's really, it's a lie when you actually start labeling people off a programmed identification instead of the embodiment of who that person is.
Right.
Like, and you don't give, maybe the person was bad to you. Have you given them a shot to be accountable yet? And to
another thing too is I've noticed that, as I've noticed too, like it's how I perceive things. Like, they always say you can't really change anyone, but how you perceive someone else or how you change yourself, right? I keep calling this my grandpa version. There's a version of me when I'm meditating out in the pyramid, and I have pyramids on my property. So I'm sitting out there in the morning and I have this grandpa version of myself. And basically it's like me, but I imagine myself, I'm like 87 years old, or whatever it is. I'm an old man. And there's a version of me, like grandparents, like they don't care for the grandkids, like, oh, as long as, Tommy's okay. I love that kid. Grandparents, you can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you can do no wrong. You can do no wrong. I'm like,
it's okay.
The grandkid could get a divorce from, Kelly, and it's a whole thing. And your grandpa would be like, oh, well, he's strong. He'll do good. That's my boy. There's something about this like grandpa energy. And I'm trying to master it. That's my definition of it. You guys can call it.
It reminds me of the redwoods when the trees get bigger and the rings when they get to those 100 years and older, right? Those trees have more wisdom than ever. Then
eventually they're fireproof. Sequoias are fireproof.
I know.
So eventually even the fire can't burn you.
It's true.
So,
or that's actually how Sedona is. It's the only place where it's forest into red rock it's the most magical place on earth. And that's why in order for people to really feel the magic, why won't you be in the magic in the place that is the magic? Because if you really want the most untapped, it's untapped. There is no entities they can't come into those vortex. They can't. There is no way. It's
if
impossible.
anything, a lot of the stuff people feel is what they bring in there and then it purging out.
Right.
You know what I mean? They feel like, and a lot of people that come here too, they'll go on a day hike for like an hour and a half. They'll come back and sleep like 18 hours. You're like, what happened? Like, she went out on the trail. Is she okay? Yeah. Energetically, she just got like force purged. I'm talking about like, imagine force purging 10 years of your life in an afternoon. That's a big deal for your body. So everyone coming,
it aligns your chakras. It aligns, especially if you have like low libido. There's a lot of people, I can't believe all the studies now. It's like Gen Z is like 40% of them don't want to have sex. I'm like, they just need to go to Sedona. Like we're in a weird place where people are blocking the regeneration energy is our sacral.
That's Sextona.
Well, every time I go there, when I come back down into the Sim City of the reality, I can feel it, but I always am like, I am charged up. Like,
there's a lot of Kundalini of love out here.
Jeez.
Listen, okay, look, we're all getting riled up.
You don't need as a guy TRT. You just need some Sedona.
Well, we use our creative energies differently out here, but yes, we use our sacrals for many things. Sacral energy is sacral energy. It's a creative force, man. You can use it for
Aries,
or you can use it for creation.
Aries, believe it or not, it's Mars ruled, which is sacral too. Even though it does rule the head, it's got a sacral component to it. And
I just think you're precogging what's about to go down, my friend. I think there's a lot of precogging going down. You're gonna get charged up. You're gonna get charged up out here.
Yeah. Well, and tell people to bring their crystals. Do you want to recharge your crystals? Because doing them in the Sim City under a full moon ain't gonna do it.
No. So yeah, definitely bring them for your hotel rooms, your Airbnbs. You want to cleanse your crystals, wash them, soap and water, and then let them get a
Good
full
soap,
charge
like
in the
cast
day.
style soap, like with olive
charge
oil
at
and stuff,
night.
not fucking dial soap. That ain't gonna do it.
No, full charge.
I'm sorry, but I'm a stickler on soap. So
when you guys go to the vortexes too, if you go and hike or whatever, and you find a really nice place to sit down, remember to take your shoes off or at least sit on a rock. Remember,
Yes.
that rubber. You got to put your feet on the ground and just
dude,
remember
we gotta
to move.
go
Yeah.
and take a picture of you and I on.
I'll take you to the jump.
We need to go and fucking.
I'll take you to where I jump. I'll take you to the jump.
And shit, dude.
Okay. We're gonna take the drone and we're gonna go to the jump. Are you coming Thursday? You're here Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna come. Thursday.
Okay, it's on. It's on. All right. Well, you know what? I mean, we can do this for hours.
Until Monday, yeah, and then I'm leaving Monday. So,
well, or Tuesday. Your Airbnb's till Tuesday.
I know, but I got kids.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, we're gonna have a lot of fun. So, what else? So, TeamLightStore.com to get your tickets. Use the coupon code FLYER, FLYER, for a little extra discount for all my fellow flyers.
And then in a week, we are gonna put up the live stream link.
Yes, that's what we were supposed to talk about. So, yes, we are filming this. Okay, I've got 3 Blackmagic 6K cameras. David has another 3 amazing, 6K cameras.
I'm Canon one too.
Canons. We will have it live streaming for you. Yes, we are going to film. So Friday, I have Hopi Elders coming from the Second Mesa. Hopi Elders will be speaking Friday night at the Mixer at 7:00. And then I have Eagle Dancers from the Hopi who will be dancing, doing the Eagle Dance for us on the main stage. And then I have Hoop Dancers coming from New Mexico, who are going to be doing a dance for us. We're also going to take our annual Light Warrior pictures on the main stage on Friday. It's going to be co-hosted by my sister, Miss Sandra Moon. Dr. Sandra Moon's going to help me out with that.
Awesome. Yeah, we were just there in Dallas. Yeah.
In Dallas, yeah. And you're whatever you wanted to do, hosted by Palmer too. David's going to be there on stage with us. We're all going to be there taking our photos, but
I would like to just do like a spiritual stand-up moment.
I have no problem. Listen, Friday, you guys, I did that for us. I added the extra day on Friday just so we could have a nice mixer. We have an event planned. A lot of people have never seen a real Native American. I'm Native American myself.
With real Hopi
elders coming from the Second Mesa. Yeah, real deal. And Eagle Dancers coming in. And then I'm bringing in the Hoop Dancers from New Mexico. They're going to be doing their thing. And then we're taking our photos and we're put some music on and have a blast. That's Friday night. Saturday, we're starting
all the lectures. Yeah.
All the lectures, and we have if you guys get your lunch ticket, we all have our Thai food.
The lunch is amazing. I'm telling you guys.
Oh yeah, catered.
And it's huge.
Yes, it's huge. As much as you guys are going to be
massive.
Stuffed. It's massive.
Well, I'm just even saying, just the whole area to eat is massive. Like it
is. I took over the whole high school campus.
Yeah.
So the entire Red Rock High School is ours for the weekend.
And by the way, that's normal because it was made and then COVID happened, or fake COVID, but and so that school needs people to buy it out because it can't survive without that. And it's brand new.
Yeah. So the Performing Arts Center is attached to that high school. I'm gonna put this right in here for you guys.
And it's the nicest shit you've ever seen. I'm not even kidding, guys. It's so sick. It's my favorite stage I've ever been on, and I've been on a lot of stages.
Dude, it's big. It's like an opera house.
Big. It is the biggest screen too. It is like a 300-foot screen.
So yeah,
it is hardcore.
Yeah, I put this up for everyone. So that's where you guys get your tickets. TeamLightStore.com. It'll take you to our Shopify page. They are regular VIP tickets. Okay, what else? So Saturday, we conference, break for lunch, conference. And then we break at, I think, 6:15. You guys have about an hour and a half to get ready. Red carpet and pictures start around 8 p.m. You guys take your photos.
Most people, it's one of the best favorite things for people to do.
Oh, you guys, we have red carpets. We have big banners. I got professional photographers. You guys are going to look just amazing. We have, that's for you guys. It's called the Crystal Ball. And then Arcturus Raw opens from 8 to 9 p.m. He's our opening DJ. I'm from 9 to 10 p.m. DJ Starlord. If you guys watch me, if you guys have Spotify, DJ
And check
Starlord.
out all his productions. He's been making so much dope light music. It's dope.
Yeah, that song you guys heard in the beginning, that I made that song. And then to close it out from 10 to midnight, my brother Leo King is gonna crush. And if you guys, I'm sure you guys know, but David is like a world-class DJ. It's serious. Like the first time, I think it was Bastrop, dude. The first time I heard you DJ, I was like, this shit is nuts. I'm like, you were.
That was a party. They've all been parties. There's never.
Yeah, I
been
know,
one
but
that
I mean,
was not a
your
party.
crowd knows. But I was like, dude, you're like Cascade, bro. Like your shit is nuts. Like you're really talented, bro. So he's gonna close it out 10 to midnight. And then Sunday we have more conferences, panels. We have the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine panels.
Oh, I
we
just
also
want to bring up that there's a surprise at this one that we're doing that you and I've talked about at the event for the DJ part that we're all DJing. Like there's some
cool
little surprises. People don't realize that the laser shows, the light shows, the sound quality, there is no other spiritual party that is doing this like this. And this year's going another level.
No, we
went
crazy.
You and I talked on the phone when what you're doing. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna say it because I want.
No. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's not ruin it. Let's not ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin it. No,
okay. Because I was like, should we sell them? Dude, I'm like Abe. I feel like I'm honest, Abe. I'm the worst at keeping secrets. I
am too,
lie.
but I think it's like, hey, like let's surprise people and let them know that there's some surprises.
Yeah. So listen, we're gonna have a blast. And anyway, so Sunday. Oh wait, it keeps going, dude. Check this out. If you guys are coming, you're gonna want to come Friday through Tuesday. So here's what else. Monday we have a free event for everyone at the Day of Being celebration, Monday at Posse Grounds Park from noon to 7 p.m. It's free. Bring your friends, your family. That's Monday at Posse Grounds Park, May 11th. No, May 11th. Yeah, so 8, 9, 10, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Rise of the Guardians. May 11th, Day of Being Foundation, and that's what the Fishers, the Way of Being Foundation, is sponsoring. And we're going to have, again, more native dancers, DJs. And then I rented us out, David, a rap party. I rented out the Humankind Center for Monday night to have last big party.
Oh, like last year?
Yeah. And if you want to DJ, so it's me and you, we could DJ it if you want at the Humankind Center, if you want.
Yeah.
And then, it's going to go off. It's going to be 4 days of just insaneness. So that's what's going on. So
that place is dope.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome, and like everyone that's coming, if you guys buy your tickets, what happens?
Like it just opened last year, right? Like they just
it's only a year. It's only been open a year, so there will be streaming there as well. John's gonna be streaming that for us, and this whole thing for the Sedona. Since I live here in Sedona, it's like a family environment. So even the food trucks, we got India food, and I think taco truck's gonna be there on Sunday. For you guys to get food. I mean, there's just a lot of family and a lot of teamwork to get these events together, so everyone has a good time. So I'm very happy with it.
And it really is the best time. From the beginning to the end.
Fantasy, bro. Bring your date and take her to the Crystal Ball. If you're coming solo, you might meet someone at the Crystal Ball. That's all I'm trying to say.
You never know.
So, So I mean,
with Uranus and Gemini now, like by that time, it'll be like, what?
So did we cover it all? Is there anything else you want to say? You tell me.
I think this is what a great moment for us to talk to people about what's going on and what to pay attention to on this new moon in Aries, with everything saying go. Every green light is on. Every white light of the true light of the light worker is on.
Yep.
And don't wait. I don't like to put it's not a negative. It's more of an encouragement. Don't waste this time. Don't just
this alignment is so rare. Yeah.
It's so rare. This is full speed ahead, and it's what's going to define the next centuries, not years, not a decade, hundreds of years. That's what we're in right now.
That's awesome.
So
I'm gonna be
Other than
bringing
that-
it in on the golden timeline. Like, how did you start this one? I'm like, like, you know what I mean? Like, started at the highest vibe place you
we are
can.
in that world. We are in that world of like where we are going to start actually the real timeline shift stuff that we could actually really do.
Mhm.
That's what we're walking into right now.
100.
And that's why it feels like we're not in the old time.
It definitely does feel like that.
And we are coming out of that in-between place. This is that door kicking open now. So don't bring any negative energy into it, you know, like let it all go. Forgive. Remember to forgive people too. Like people have
Yes.
mistreated you, or you know what? They have some negative entity on them. And you know, you're just gonna have to just remember to forgive people. You can't carry any of these like victim wounds, and you have to forgive everybody and move into this energy of your own strength with others that are ready to do the badass shit. You're not going to do well by just licking your chops and just continuing to just, oh, this and this did happen to me. It gets you nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing anything except complaining, and the universe is just sitting around kind of like, well, I guess they're in the fucking safe room for a while. You know, like
Just stay high vibe. That's all you got to do.
straight
Do your
up.
best. Hey, listen, it takes work and it takes energy to be in a good mood. It's easy to be pissed off. It's easy to be frustrated. It's easy to blame people. It's difficult to grab your car keys like I'm about to do after this huge day I've just had and go to the gym and kill it because I know I'm going to feel like $1 million tonight. And David, you're at a huge event right now. Are you? So tell me where you are right now. Are you about to go on stage? Like you're at an event right now. You're talking tomorrow. Tell what's going on.
I drove from 11 p.m. to I got here at 5:20 a.m. I'm in Marin County in San Rafael for the New Living Expo, which started in like the 80s or something. And it just got revamped by Neil from Portal of Ascension, and it's huge. It's like Conscious Life Expo, but better because there's outside, there's more space, you're not crowded, it's not anxiety ridden. So I just set up the whole DJ gear. I'm doing an astrology panel in the theater in the morning, and then I'm DJing tomorrow night outdoor at the full, it's like a festival ground. And then Sunday I'm doing my talk, and Billy Carson's on before me, and then I'm on after Billy. So
that's top billing, baby. That's top. That's
top
top
billing. I know.
That's top billing. What are you gonna do?
You know what
I
I
know.
always do.
You know. I mean,
I mean,
I
I'm
know.
gonna go deeper into what these deeper astrology elements are, and what, you know, taking it way more deeper in the rabbit hole for people, and much more of really how to step into this, and a lot of it's too going to be about, we all have curiosity, but we got to do something with that curiosity. You have to pick a lane. You got to, okay, I'm curious about this. I'm going to be more curious and do something about it, instead of just, we can't just be like flirting with ideas and curiosity. We have to actually do something. You got to put the move on. You just can't be like, well, that person's cute, and then not do anything. You have to see if there's something there or not in life for everything now. So,
well, I know you're gonna crush tomorrow, and you're at the New Living Expo. So if people are in the area, come see David tomorrow.
yeah, very much. There's a lot of people. There's 1,000+ people here. So
wow, that's gonna be awesome.
I'm at the NBC Suites.
There's probably people looking for you right now. They're like, "I'm here. Where's David? He's live. He's in that. I'm in the NBC Suite."
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
NBC Suite. Like,
Hey, save it for Sedona. Okay, you just save it right now. No, I'm just kidding.
There it is, but well, that's where the event is, and then it has a walking bridge across this march, which is pretty cool, to the Marin County Center, which has a theater and it's got rooms. And then here at the hotel is where the other rooms are for the lectures. So,
no, I know a couple of our speakers are there that are going to be here. Lily Nova is there. I know she's speaking, and a couple other speakers as well.
yeah.
So with
no,
that,
there's a lot.
it's a big expo. You guys are gonna have a blast. So with that, brother, was there anything else?
No, just that my favorite event is at the light. So.
I can't wait to see you guys.
I'm at New and nothing against.
Listen, I know.
Against the Living Expo. Nothing. It's just that nobody does it like Unite the Light. So I just
listen.
I'm at the event promoting the event. I love them the most.
I'm telling you,
that should say everything.
That should say everything. And you guys thank David very much on High Vibe TV for being able to provide the live stream for us. Thank you, David. For everyone who can't make it. David's
I bring the big computer to be able to handle all our 4K live and all that shit. And then his mixer and my mixer. Yep. You should see. It's like him and I are in our spaceship.
Nuts. Yeah, it's a spaceship.
So I love you, bro. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Top notch, best event.
Well,
it's the pinnacle event. I'm always like, this is why I do this.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm excited for everyone to have a great time. And if this is the first time you guys ever come to one of our events, I'm very excited for you. Like to get to walk in and go, whoa, this is. So I'm excited
just
for.
Look on my Instagram on my reels of like the DJ party, the top. Like it just like you're gonna be like, what?
Yes, it goes off. It goes off. All right.
So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. And all the new people, you can find me at TeamLight on YouTube or Unite the Collective and TeamLight Guardians on Instagram. David, always a pleasure, my brother.
Love you, bro. LeoKing.com and Hypergate AI just made it on the App Store yesterday. So
awesome. All right, you guys. Till next time. Peace.
Bye.
It might come back to you. Ooh, I know no doubt about it.
Lights are come on in there.
Kundalini of love. Kundalini of love.
Coming on. Lights are come on in there.
Kundalini of love.
Get so
Of this love.
that's the way I navigate. Hard such, you got such a conquest at Gore Prasad. Hard such, you got such a conquest at Gore Prasad. Thunder shaking walls, but love no fall. Firm foundation, baby, stand through it all. We walk through the fire process, every pain. You're smiling on my mind, keep calling me name. Two hearts intertwined, no matter the weather. True love got power when we choose stay together. Grabbing the keys, but my soul scream, wait. You they coming on me.